These Great Lakes are huge, but they're not as huge as one might think. For example, Lake Michigan has only a 100-year residence time, meaning if you pump out the water, let natural runoff fill it, it'll just only take 100 years to fill it. Okay, that's a human lifespan. So if you think about it carefully, water evaporates, recycles. But all the pollutants we put stay on. Some of it will get degraded and so on, but rest will stay on. So if you really think long term, we have to control what we put there into our drinking water source, into the future. So that's a broad picture thinking of how society should value one of our most precious resources, especially here in West Michigan.
So the function of the rail project these past couple years is we're looking at what sort of impact the release of salmon in the classroom has on aquatic macroinvertebrate biodiversity. Last year was our first year of introducing salmon into the Seve drain, first order stream that it's part of the Grand River watershed.
I mean, what would you more monitor than water, which is such a lifeblood of our societies? So there is reasonably good monitoring networks now. NOAA and other universities are working together, have a network of observatories on the Great Lakes. But is it enough? It's not. Especially the water's edge, where humans interact most, and where problems from pollution to eutrophication, harmful algal blooms, bottom water hypoxia, and those things are emerging. There we need much more monitoring. And monitoring may sound boring, but it is essential to, when we are talking about a life essential like water.
This year, we're still collecting macroinvertebrate data. We haven't figured out whether or not the salmon have impacted the biodiversity, but our hypothesis is that it shouldn't have a major effect on our population diversity of our aquatic macroinvertebrates, is what the gist of the rail project is now. For the past 20 some odd years, we've done everything from figuring out the dominant taxa to nutrient modeling to water quality indices, and we still keep track of that stuff, but this year's focus is what salmon do.